Okay, today we're going to be taking a look at the Sadev Scl 924 LT. This was the prototype Sadev full sequential transmission that we started running in the Texaco Camaro, testing it for Sadev. It's worked out fabulously. The thing is, we're always changing the MOTUL fluid out of it after every race, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to take a look at what it takes and give you a little glimpse underneath the Texaco Camaro and the Sadev Scl 924 LT. LT is long tail, so it's a direct T56 swap. Basically no fabrication, just put it right in. This is one of one. This is the original. This is the prototype. So, you know, they have them out there for sale. They have some ready right now. So, you know, get your orders in because this thing is really legit. And we're going to dig in. Little 8mm here. Just right up here in the, you know, that's where you add it. So, but today we're going to be draining it. So just a little pop right here. We'll get this fluid right out of here. So really easy application here, you know, just a nice little drain plug. Easily put it inside, so it was just that easy. And now we're draining. So I'm going to check the plug insert here, see if there's any fragments or anything on there. You know, with any transmission, there's always going to be little metal dust particles, but no big fragments, so that's good. You know, one of the things I like to check, because we're changing the fluid on this all the time, and you know, you always want to see what's going on in there. You never know what's going on inside your transmission, and I think it's one of those things where we've got a cooler on this one, so there's a little extra fluid that'll be coming out, but you got to make sure that, you know, with a cooler on it, that you get it all filled back up. So you have to run it and then check it, put it back on the lift and check it. All the fluid runs out pretty quick in here. You don't want to overfill these, so you know, it's always good to make sure that when you're draining them or you're filling them, that you know what you're doing. But pretty simple process right here. So we're going to start filling it back up with some MOTUL SAE 75W140. And we're going to use a pump. Sometimes it can get messy, but it's the easiest way to get fluid back in here is to pump it in and then let it draw out a little bit. You definitely don't want to overfill it. You can ask me why in the comments. It can become very costly. So I'm just pumping the fluid in here fairly slowly. This is some, you know, pretty thick stuff, pretty smelly stuff too. But MOTUL, always good stuff, always a great brand. Love using MOTUL, love being a part of the program there. The Sadev Scl 924 LT, we do have a cooler on it, so I'm starting to see a little bit, maybe it's just an air bubble, but starting to see a little leak out. We may have not too much. Sometimes the hose can cause a little barrier, and you can put too much in there and it'll really flow out, but looks like we got a little more to go. See what we got. Still not flowing out. There we go. We got it coming out. right here. Put the fill plug back in. Remember that we're going to have to run this, get it hot, get it moving, make sure that we've got the cooler fully filled, put it back up, pop the drain plug back out. It's not an extremely hard process, as you can see here. So, you know, it's just a part of having this type of transmission. I mean, you're talking about a racing transmission. So usually anytime you start to delve into that world, you know, you got to do a little more maintenance. But just like any maintenance on any vehicle, the more you do and the more often you do it, the longer it's going to last. Make sure we got this tight. Not too tight, right? Don't want to strip those out. All aluminum case. Sadev Scl 924 LT Texaco Camaro. This is prototype 1 of 1. They have a bunch more of the new versions, which I think they've changed the drain plug area. It's or maybe they have 2. There's a couple modifications they did. You know, we tested it, but essentially it's the same box that's been out there, the 924 box, for some time. But this long tail portion that connects up, just like, you know, the drive shaft stays the same, no modifications. If you had a T56, drop it straight out, put this straight in. It's running a NASCAR yoke on the back, and just been a strong transmission. Really helps the safety when you're driving on road course, 160 coming into a turn. I mean, a lot of people go faster, obviously, but you know, when we're talking about a first gen Camaro, you know, it's got a great setup, but you know, this just adds and enhances the ability. And you can also change the gears in these. So a lot of people buy these sequentials, or they'll buy some other box, you know, out of a BMW or something, and they can't change the gear ratio. So this is perfectly set up to how we wanted it, with the Ford 9-inch 370 gear with the 18-inch wheels. So, you know, we set it up exactly in each gear how we wanted it, and that's exactly what you can do with your Sadev Scl 924 LT box. So that's the process, and go check out Sadev.